if this privilege is obliterated, then comedy loses its function. The Seinfeld series begins as a comedy, but in the finale ends up as a tragedy. The imposition of moral considerations in the finale trapped the nature of comedy within one of tragedy's conventions, amartia, or personal flaw, which always destroys the hero in a tragedy. In the finale, the four main characters, including the audience, are found guilty of immorality, since directly or indirectly they defied the Good Samaritan law. Through their antics, the four main characters broke morality laws, as did the audience through their laughter. The struggle between comedy and tragedy is resolved by comedy's convention of the callback. The callback allows the nature of comedy to rise out of the imprisoning nature of tragedy. Occurrences in the finale call back occurrences from the rest of the series. Dialogue, metaphor, props, and the pilot show titled Jerry, which George and Seinfeld are trying to launch in the finale, serve as callback vehicles. Wardrobe as a callback is demonstrated by Jerry's orange prison jumpsuit, which calls back Jerry's wardrobe in the pilot episode where he wore orange sweatpants. The airplane and the dartboard in the finale call back the props of the pilot episode. The prison hallway is decorated with a dartboard. In the pilot episode, a dartboard hangs in Jerry's apartment. In the finale, they board a plane, a callback to the pilot episode since planes are piloted. The final dialogue between George and Jerry in the prison cell is identical to the opening dialogue of the pilot episode.
See, now for me, that button is in the worst possible spot.
And therefore, another callback. The proposed show in the finale, which George and Jerry are attempting to launch, is called Jerry. Jerry is at the beginning of the full name of Jerry Seinfeld, which indicates a return to the beginning or a callback to the pilot episode. The court case in the finale, which plays out the struggle between comedy and tragedy, exists solely as a metaphor, which is illustrated by the judge's name, Vandelay. The first season's episode, The Stakeout, comprises of George and Jerry loitering in a lobby, hoping they will run into Vanessa. They decide that if they run into her, which they do, they will tell her that they are here to see a friend by the name of Art Vandelay, who is an invented character and therefore does not exist. The same fictional character, Vandelay, presides over the court as a judge in the finale. The court proceedings are in fact a fiction, or more specifically, a metaphor. What is on trial is not the four main characters or the audience, but metaphorically, comedy itself. Comedic consciousness is under scrutiny by the laws of morality, whose consequence of guilt imprisons consciousness. Comedy, metaphorically, ends up in jail. In the finale, Kramer's ear gets blocked with water after he went swimming. Kramer's blocked ear, which causes what could have been a dangerous incident on the plane, signifies that moral concerns would crash the series and prevent the pilot episode from reaching its destination as a launching pad for a successful television show. A blocked ear signifies that the impositions of morality prevent comedy from being received and heard in its pure form. While in prison, Kramer's ear gets unblocked, which anticipates comedy's emancipation from the shackles of morality and tragedy's conventions. The camera then slowly, ever so slowly, dollies out of the prison cell and into the hallway where the dartboard calls back the dartboard in Jerry's apartment in the pilot episode. We are now outside the parameters of moral considerations, which liberates us from a remorseful consciousness since we are projected back into the comedic space.
It is comedy's great moment of survival. The Seinfeld series now reverts to its comedic state, while tragedy's conventions get buried under their unhappy fate.
The show about nothing is accurate when applied to the discipline of comedy, or better said, to the undisciplined nature of comedy. In the final scene of the finale, Seinfeld, as a symbol of comedy, has escaped tragedy's metaphoric imprisonment as he performs comedy in a free and unhindered manner.
And what's with the lockdown? Why do we have to be locked in ourselves? Are we that bad that we have to be sent to prison? In prison?
Comedy's privilege of free speech and freedom of action needs and must be preserved. Comedy does not need to moralize, but should act as an unhindered reflection of ourselves. Comedy should make us laugh at ourselves.
Maybe then we get to see the world and ourselves in a truer light.